Hello there, Zelx here, and well, as you know, Resurgent Legends is coming out tomorrow, and with every new expansion release, there has to be a complimentary card review. So are you guys gonna say hi to YouTube? Yes, no? Oh no, you know what? Okay, one of you did say hi to YouTube. See, my chat full of people is saying hi to you guys. Say hi back in the comments. But anyways, apparently this set is going to be get some new Resurgent cards, which are cards coming back from the past. Mainly cards they probably screwed up badly in the past, and now they're just gonna make it better. Bat Sword and Shadow will be meta next expansion. You know what? I'll take you on that bet. I hope Shadow will be meta. He's still stressing on who is the VA or the departed Soul Taker. Okay, look. Okay, you know what? I'll ask the YouTube comments. You know what? If you know who departed Soul Taker's voice actor is, please let me know in the comments because I can't find it anywhere and it's driving me crazy. Resurgent, but let's talk about the Resurgent cards first. They get a special icon, a brand new name, reward core stats and abilities, and newly recorded voices. Resurgent cards can be used in all formats except for unlimited, which basically means that if they are broken as they are the most broken of broken things, they cannot be used to break unlimited any further. Every time Shadow becomes meta, the game break. You know why? It's because Shadow can destroy their own board, that's why. So they can play all the broken cards over and over again. Shadow's the best class. So from this example, we have Ginger, which I honestly never see in my life, so I'm not going to touch on the nostalgia part because I have none of the I know none of these cards. But first up, let's start with Forest Craft. 2 mana 2/1. Legendary Rafflesia Princess. Unevolved is a fanfare. Give your leader the following effect at the end of your turn. Give -1/-1 to all enemy followers. Basically, the Wither guy, the Unkilling guy, I don't remember the card already, it's been so long. This one's pretty good. If you have more evolve points than your opponent, so if you're going second, you increase your max defense by 1. Will be the control type next expansion, I can tell. This definitely helps reduce the power levels of your opponent's cards. If there's a chance for you to board lock as well, if your opponent's followers have more hit points than their attack. And then you also increase your max hit points, getting you out of OTK range, and you also draw a card. Really good, really solid, especially if you're going second. Let me think, what implications does it have right now? I'm just gonna try to think of what decks are in the meta. I haven't played rotation in a while. Heal Haven, this doesn't work against Heal Haven, which is whatever. Buff Dragon doesn't matter. Buff Dragon just kills you anyways. If Buff and Heal Haven are still in a rotation, right, I don't think this effect is good enough. This activates twice. So -2/-2. Earthright cares about this even less. They just burn face. So considering the 3 decks that are probably going to be played next expansion, this doesn't seem that good. It's a really solid card overall for 2 mana, definitely. But since none of the top 3 decks that come to mind right now are going to care about this effect, it's going to be really weak. Stand alone though, if there's an aggressive meta, right, where cards cares about board presence and aggro and burning down your face with followers, right, this will definitely become a lot stronger. Nah, Forest just become annoying. I mean, it's good to have some annoying decks in the meta, you know. Just so that you can just don't brain dead. Just don't brain dead. Queue into the game with one deck. Play all your cards, get out, get in, rinse, repeat. Some annoyance spices things up. And that's what I like about card games. Next, we have Barb's Royal Commander, a Resurgent card. So this probably was bad in the past. I have no idea what it's like now. Ward, 5 mana, 3/5/5 ward is whatever. 2 Assault Hornets and Lethal Sting into your hand. If on evolve, you get another Lethal Sting. So Assault Hornet is a 1 mana 2/1 rush with Bane. Last words, restore 2 defense to your leader. That made this so much better. It means a 5 mana destroy 2 followers. And you also heal 4 as well. Lethal Sting reduces the enemy's leader's maximum defense by 1. If it's your 8th turn or later, you reduce it by 2 instead. And then if there's an allied bards in play, you increase your leader's maximum defense by 1 and it's 0 mana. That's actually really good. Wait, that's really good. This hurts loot the most, I think. Because loot wants you to be... Wait, let me think about it. Let me compile my thoughts real quick. What does this hurt? Who cares about this? These Assault Hornets deal with Ward Haven. Oh sorry, Hill Haven. Is this Oberon Winghorn? It is! You're right. If you drop this you can drop this alongside Oberon. You can reduce it by 4 and then drop Oberon for little. You're right. Turn 9 as well. It seems about time as well. It seems about to be around that time as well. So you need to get to turn 9. You need to make sure your opponent's board is empty, which might be difficult. Let me see. But one thing right now, okay, you have to rely on Castle for extra evolve points. This one, but first, Assault Hornet deals with John. Actually, you can use it to potentially deal with John, but John has ambush followers. We have to remember that. So this may or may not be good. Increasing your maximum defense, deal with loot. As well as Earthright, I believe. Earthright suffers a lot when you have a lot of healing. But what sort of deck is board based right now? Forest clearing boards late turn. I mean, they have May. May is really strong. Overall, I think this card is solid. Against, it has potential. It has potential to be good. Whether it is good or not, like it'll be game breaking. I don't think it'll be game breaking. It won't be meta breaking. I think it's a very fun card to play around, and definitely something that we can experiment with. 7/7 Ward though. You know what? I dig it. I dig it. I like this card. I like this card. I have honestly no idea where you will go, but I like it. So what rating should I give this? Did I give this a rating? This one in terms of card itself, I'm not going to base it based on how strong this is going to be in the meta. Based on just the card itself, it's really solid. It gives you time, it buys you time, it gives you life. So you know what, this one will be a solid 4. This one looks really flexible, really versatile. You can use it to many things. You can either heal yourself, you can kill your opponent, you can clear board, you can protect face. Really strong. You know what, this might be a 5-star card. You like the tick, yes? Okay, you know what, I didn't even look at the art, but you know what? Yes! I dig it, I dig it. It looks really strong, honestly. I like how flexible this card is. So this really fast. This is actually already a 5-star card in my opinion. This feels really fun and flexible. Next up, Polar Warrior. 3 mana. Rush, Fanfare, add 2 to the number of cards played this turn. If at least 10 allied followers card follows left team match, give +2+2 and the following effect. The next time this follower takes damage, reduce the damage to 0 if at least 20 have left play. Evolve and strike deal 4 to the enemy leader. This is unplayable. First of all, it's a 3 mana card, so it's bad. Is she censored? Side games! Really? You know what? Still hot though. Anyways, Polar Warrior is literally unplayable. It's first of all, Forestcraft hates 3 mana followers. The fact you add 2 to the number of cards you played means that you spend 3 mana instead of having 3 followers leave play, you only have 1 follower leave play. Counter synergistic, 3 mana deal 4 isn't good enough in this current meta in any Forestcraft deck. So if you want to, unless you want to play Evolve Forest, in which case you're playing the wrong deck. This is a fit in Evolve Forest as well, because this is too difficult to accomplish if you're going to play Polar Warrior. So you know what? Because it's a 3 mana card, it's a take 2 card, honestly. It looks like a take 2 card. I'll give it a 2. You can play it, but you wouldn't. There's just better options. Blood becomes from handlers into decklers. Really? Oh my god, no spoilers please. Next up, Licorice, a Resurgent card. 2 mana, 1/2 with Bane. Once on each of your turns, when you play another follower, give it -5/-5. Gain the ability to evolve for 0 evolve points and draw a card. You destroy one of your followers and to gain the ability to evolve for 0 evolve points and draw a card. And then on evolve Bane, when this follower leaves play, give the enemy leader the following effect. When you play a follower, give it -5/-5. Then remove this effect. I love it. This is your opponent has to play around this effect. If Seno Diablo still exists plus 6 card, oh my, I don't know what Seno Diablo is actually, so I can't even comment on that. But you know what this means? This fights against Hill Haven. This also fights against Loot. This also does it? I think it's good enough to fight against Bath Dragon as well. This is so versatile. This is a really good card. Your opponent has to play around this card. It's so good. I think every Forest Craft deck is gonna play this. It's a free evolve that kills a follower, and then you get rid of one follower on your opponent's turn, the first card that they play. You know how rare this disruption is? Like, the last time I see this type of effect is literally Killer Instinct from Erika. That's why they brought John with Ether. But here's the thing. If they do that, that means it's earliest turn 8. They don't have turn 7 anymore. Turn 7 John is, in my opinion, the most busted thing paired alongside Ambush. But if they do this, they can only do it on turn 8 now. They can't even hard play John anymore because this card exists. This stops Loot, stops Hill Haven. This might actually make Forest Craft viable. 5 star. Very strong, very lovely. I love this card. Oh man. Wait, let me think if there's anything else that this applies to. Rally Sword. If Rally wants to play a follower, play Radiel, this stops it completely. Grim Blader as well, this stops it completely. What else? Simael. Actually no, Runecraft has way too many followers. They probably don't care about this at all. You know what? It fights against some classes, it doesn't fight against others. I like this card. The design is amazing, it's on point. It's probably it's really nice, well designed. I'm just not sure about what I feel about this being a 3-off. Wait, let me see. When this follower display, 2 mana. If you return this to your hand, is there any implications of you returning this to your hand? You evolve it. It's an evolve effect, so it's limited. You know what? I think it's fine. I think it's balanced quite well. It's good enough. I cannot tell whether this will be this is going to be busted or is this going to. Okay, it's definitely going to be really strong. I'm not sure if it's going to be busted or not. Why can't I just make up my goddamn mind? How good is this card? 5 star. It's a 5-star card, but it's limited. In fact, it's good, it's balanced, I like it. Next, moving on. Oh my god, I spent way too much time on that one card. Oh, Forest Eater. Accelerate, draw a card. Okay, that's actually really good already. You know what? That's insight for Forest. Do I even need to read the main body? Ward summons a Forest Eater, deal 5 to all enemy followers. Isn't this Control Forest? You know what? Oh my god. Also known as Vegan. The main body is good for Take 2. Wait, give me a second. Yeah, it's really good for Take 2. All of a sudden for second, right? I saw a Drazael. Oh, you can run this in Magachio. Magachio support. Okay, it's a good Forest Craft card in general. You will never play this for the body, I believe. I saw Drazael for a second. Yeah, Drazael without heal. His body 5/5 body on turn 7 is a little bit weak. This reminds you of Excel Forest. I mean, I don't know what Excel Forest honestly is, but you know what, if this is, then this is support for that. If there is still a thing in Unlimited. This card, I think this tags along is good enough for it to play it. It's not anything meta changing, it's just a very boring card. I guess 3 star? It's just a good card. There's nothing else to it. It's just a draw one. Occasionally you might want to play it for this effect, but you won't play it for this effect a lot. Bootleg Drazael. It doesn't even heal, so I can't even count it as a Drazael, even though I saw Drazael. Next up, Giant Hornet. It's also a Resurgent Legend card. Storm, a 4 mana 2/3 Storm. If it's your 8th turn or later, summon another Assault Hornet. On E4, you get another Assault Hornet. So turn 8, 2 Giant Hornet. How much damage is this? 2, 4, 8. 8 plus another 4 damage. 12 damage. Wait, no, it's Assault Hornet. It's not Giant Hornet, it's Assault Hornet. Eh. 4 mana, kill 2 followers. Unplayable. Let me see. Yeah, unplayable is bad. You won't play this. There's better cards you can do. There's better things you can do. You will not play this at all. It's not even like this, which is a good card. This is just straight up bad. 1 star. There's better things you can do on turn 4 in Forestcraft. Next up, another Resurgent Legend card. Michelle Lone Psychic. 2 mana, draw a card, change an enemy's attack to 0 until the end of the opponent's turn. I think this is a targeted effect, right? If this is a targeted effect, who does this concern? Do anyone care? I don't think anyone cares. What deck cares about followers sticking on board? I don't think any deck cares about that right now. So I cannot judge the strength of this card at all. I mean, on the surface, I think this is bad. It's like there's better things you can do. But this one interacts with your opponent, so you know what? I'll put this at a 2 on the conditional maybe. If there's a deck in the next expansion where the main goal is to stick followers on board and then stick big followers on board and then go face with those followers, this one will be essential to play in Forestcraft. If there isn't, this deck will not be played anywhere. This card will not be played anywhere. So, a 2 star. Conditional. Then we have our bronzes. First up, Floral Fairy, 3 mana, 2/3. I don't have high hopes already. Put a Fairy Whisk into your hand and restore 2 defense to your leader. Okay, let's see. So it's a 3 mana, 2 cards with heal. How important is that? How many heal is there in Forest right now? We all know that Fairies is a 0 mana 1/1. That's pretty decent. You can pair that up with our goal, Resurgent. But paying 3 mana for a heal is a little bit too slow. Pining, stay at home. I think it's called Pining at Home, but you know what? I know which card you're talking about. This one is, I think it's too heavy for a 3 draw. There's better things you can do. So it's another 1 star card because there's really better things you can do than play a 3 mana heal 2 plus another card. You found a JP Boy style is cute and you should play with the JP Boys? Sure, go ahead. Next up, we have a 1 mana Prism Butterfly. I think this is solid already because it's a 1 mana card. I don't even need to read the effects. Fairy Whisks right now are pretty useless. They'll see more use in the future, but right now they are useless, but in the future, once we have the quest again active again. After all, this card is become part of being. Why did I trip? Well, of course, this card is being introduced. Fairy Whisk will pair really well with Licorice. It's like a 0 mana get a free evolve. But anyways, Prism Butterfly, enhance 5, summon another Prism Butterfly, evolve or unevolve allied Prism Butterflies, you get 2 Banes. It's a 1 mana 1/5. Whoa! So the chances of you trading into at least 2 followers is really high. That makes this really solid, actually. Once they make a Resurgent Ladika, you'll be good again. You know what, I won't say that's impossible. I'll let side games cook. But this one is... doesn't draw, board control, looks like a control forest card. Do I like it? There's better things you can play, right, in Forestcraft right now? You play... Who was Kirie's girlfriend again? That one? The card, Kirie's girlfriend, the one that gives restore 1 hit point and then gives you a fairy, that girl. You have that one which you want to play over this. You have Fauna Handler which you want to play over this. Gerbera Bear is rotating though, so this might slot in. In replacement of Gerbera Bear, but I think honestly, this will be the more likely to slot in for that instead. But that isn't a follower left play actually, now that I think about it. I'm not sure what to make of this card. It seems a little bit weak. I'll give it a 2. It's a conditional maybe once again. If Forestcraft doesn't have enough one drop, this will be slotted in. If it does have enough 1 drop, this will never see play ever. In anywhere. Next up, Brave Fairy Knight, another Resurgent card. Cannon. How did I find out the Cannon event? I can't believe I forgot the card name. Anyways, but yeah, it's still a conditional maybe a 2-star at the very least. This one is a Brave Fairy Knight, rush, put 2 fairies in your hand, fairy, okay. Nobliss is rotating, so this doesn't matter anymore. Enhance 7, you summon them, you get Storm for all followers. 3/5, 3 mana, 7 damage, Storm. I'm not so bad. Where are the good fairy payoffs? Gone. Reduce the ashes, banish to unlimited hell. You won't play this for anything, so it's another one. There's better things you can do on 2. Actually, are there better things you can do on 2? Let me think. Best turn 2 play will be if you have a turn 1 and then you go into it with Panther or Tiger. Yeah, there's better things you can do on 2. You will never play this card for anything. Next up is Ivy Coins, another Resurgent Legend cards. What is going on? 1 mana deal 3. If at least 2 cards were played this turn, it can attack until the end of your opponent's turn. Huh? I don't even know what to put. Tiger and Panda are also gone. Are you... What are you talking about? I thought those cards are recent. It's like Academy or something. Reading the card explains the card. Sorry. Seeing the card's expansion explains what expansion is from. But Ivy Coins, right now, it doesn't cycle itself, so I'm honestly not too happy with this. It's not a follower, so it doesn't contribute to a quest. It's just destroy your opponent. Opponent follower. It doesn't seem good enough. I think there's better cards you can play. So I'll put this as a 1-off. Maybe a 1-off. It's a 1-star right now. I think there's better things you can do in Forest than play Ivy Coins. Oh, now we are Sword now. Sword first up. Charlemagne. I think it's pronounced Charlemagne. Great Unifier. What? Can evolve for 0 evolve points? On evolve, you give your leader the following effect. Allied neutral followers deal +1 damage. Okay. Once on each of your turns, When an unevolved neutral followers attack or defense is increased by an effect, you evolve it for free. Okay, so because you guys have been spoiling me a lot, I happen to know that Shadowcraft is also a neutral based class as well. And if you guys remember, there is a card in Shadowcraft called Mirror Ghost. So I believe this is an amazing Shadowcraft card. For Sword, however, I'm not sure. Because one, you have to draw this on time. That means on evolve turn, if you play this after evolve turn, it's going to be significantly weaker. That's usually the problem with this sort of cards. But to accurately judge this card, right, I will need to know what the neutral followers are. So, but anyways, I have a feeling that Sword, Shadow might be better than Sword in terms of the neutral package. Aimi is CEEP and Free Evo. I don't know what CEP is. It's cheap and it's a free Evo. Yeah, I can see that. Definitely is going to be a core card. You're going to have to tutor this though. What's our best tutor, commander tutor right now? Tony. Yes, Tony can tutor this. But that means you cannot run any other commander. I think it might be worth. I need to see the rest of the package. Next up, Alwida, another legendary, a Resurgent this time. It's Fanfare, Summer, Viking or Pirate. Viking is a 3-2 with Storm. Okay. Pirate is a 2-3 with Ward. So it's a 5 mana, 3-2 Storm, 3-3 Body, and a 2-3 Ward. It's Warfrit 2.0. I don't know who Warfrit is. On evolve, you destroy an enemy follower. It's Barbaros effect, so basically you get to get one follower for free. It's ready 3, ready 20 you get Storm. This becomes a 5-5, Viking becomes a 5-5, but you need to be ready 20. So this is like what, turn 8, turn 9? No, it's turn 7 is ready 15. Turn 7 ready 15 will be active. At the end of turn, this is a turn 8 card. Why this exists, I have no idea. It doesn't look, it's not loot support. It's ready support. It's a ready card that goes active on turn 8. And then it sets up for a turn 9 Radiel. But it's 5 mana, it's really expensive. It's a 10 damage storm though. Do you play this on turn 5? It's not bad actually. Radial does this better. You know what? I'm actually not looking at this because I don't think the main reason for printing this card is for it to finish games. I think this is printed as a mid-game board pressure card. As you can see, right, it summons 2 bodies, and then it has positive traits as well. So if you play this, you get to destroy one enemy follower for free, and you get a 5-5 body to trade to another follower. Basically, you get board control. Viking and Pirate is, yeah, it's sword cards. So it doesn't fit into the neutral package. What's your best play as a ready sword? On turn 5, you have the chess guy that summons readies 4 for 2 mana. Aggressive card though. Okay, my final judgment is that this is too slow. Too heavy, too slow. This effect is too slow for it to be any relevant. My music just stopped, so I'm going to restart it again. This effect is too slow. The Vikings and bodies are good, but I don't think Shadowverse cares, the current Shadowverse meta will care about and bodies. Bodies are really easy to deal with. This effect might be decent. This is pressure after all. So I'll give it a... Oh, Maximus is rotating, right? I'll give it a 3. It's a good card. It's not special. You won't expect to achieve great things with this. Alwida join on ready deck. I don't know what that meant, but you know what? Ready has this problem, right? Where Twin Blader exists and anything that's not better than Twin Blader will not see play just because Twin Blader is that good. But hey, you know what? I might be wrong. But for now, 3 stars. High-Minded Knight, 2 mana, 1/1. Unplayable. Rush, give +1/+1 to an allied neutral follower. Restore 2 defense to your leader. Is heal, that's good. 2 mana heal is amazing. It's not really, it's the neutral sword support. If 2 neutral cards are in play, give your leader the following effect. The next time your leader takes damage, reduce that damage to 0. Oh, this is face protection. This is really strong. But you need 2 neutral cards to be in play. You know what? I cannot give a judgment on this yet. I need to look at the neutral cards first. Because if I'm judging by the current neutral cards, right, it's like what? Who do we have? Goblin Student or whatever? I don't even know, man. I don't look at the neutrals that often, but this seems horrible with our current neutral pool. But you know what? I'll need to look at once I look at the neutral cards from this expansion, I'll come back and give my final thoughts on Charlemagne. And tell me I'm pronouncing this correctly. I feel like it's Charlemagne, but I could be completely wrong. And this one, High-Minded Knight. I'll come back and look at this later. Some of the new NTR cards are spicy. You need to tell me what the NTR cards are. I don't know who the NTR cards are in context. Tronya Resurgent card, 2 other Swordcraft cards in hand, get a random commander card. If you have at least 2 neutral cards in hand, evolve this follower. Okay, that solves one of the issues I was talking about with Charlemagne. Okay, this is becoming more and more of a deck now. And it's also a free evolve. Alice. Evolve neutral sword with Alice. Okay. Invisible. Really solid card. Is it strong? It's a must run. I think it's a 4 because of these stacks alone. These stacks alone makes this a must run. It's a 4 star already. Next one, Invisible Soldier is a 2 mana 1/1 rush. Fanfare is a 2 mana rally 2. It's really good. Okay, this is really good already. Enhance 4, you summon 3. Enhance 8, get +1/+3 and storm. How many? 4 mana, 8 damage storm, Inor Ward. 4-star card. You will always run this. You will never play this for the Enhance 8, but you will always play this. You will always reach this in your hand. Solid Invis Soldier is a good card in Take 2. It's not even Take 2, you will want to run this in rotation as well. This is really good for a ready deck. 4 mana ready 4 as well. It's really good. It's really solid. It's a 4-star. You will definitely want to run this. Next up, Brutish Buccaneer, another Resurgent card. 4 mana rush, Gilded Necklace into your hand. When this follows attack or defense is increased by effect, evolve it. End of your turn, fully restore this follow's defense. Oh my god, this is not strong. It's a loot support, but it doesn't feel strong. It's a 4 mana. It's a 5 mana 7/7. 5 mana. Most decks can deal with this. You're committing 5 mana to get a 7/7 that trades into at least 2 guys. The stats are really good though. I will give it that. It's a 3 card. Wait, why is Loot losing? Opulent Strategies. This doesn't replaces it. I don't think it's good enough. It's a 2-star card. You will run it because there's no better option. Yeah, it's a 2-star card. You won't run it anywhere else. It's really good in Take 2 though. At first, you thought it was a British Buccaneer. Were you like some... Hey? Wait, no, sorry. How do you say? Were you like some war? It's a Buccaneer. It's looking for war. It's a British Buccaneer that's looking for war. It doesn't have any... That's why it's on land. Because there's no water around. A war. But yeah, so this is a 2-star. Let's move on. There's a lot more cards to look through. Loyalties reward a 1 mana card that puts a random follower from your deck into your hand. You select a random allied follower. If it's a sword card follower, it gets defense and ward. If it's a neutral follower, it gets attack and rush. It activates Charlemagne's effect. I think I like it. It's good enough. It's a draw 1 at the very least. And it also buffs a follower. It's solid. It's good. So for now, will you want to run it? You always want to run this actually. So I'll give, it's not rally though, so I'll rank it a little bit lower. It's a 4-star card. Next one, Greatsword Warrior. 3 mana 2/2, unplayable. Fanfare, destroy an random enemy follower, which is... Why? Destroy 3 is take 2, you never want to play this, get this out of my side, it's a 1-star card. Moving on, Princess of Gratitude, last words draw a card, 2 mana 2/2. Evolve, put a random 1 play point follower from your deck into play, last words draw a card. Who do you want to tutor with this? Anti-Curse IL? Is it? I don't see how this is anti-Curse IL. Unless you're talking about the previous card. Oh, it is anti-Curse IL. But you're spending 7 mana to do it. To just get another Storm and Drain. You know, if Curse IL becomes good, this will become good, but you'll never want to run more than 1 copy of this. This one, and then this one I have no idea what they're going for. It's not good for, actually it's pretty good for ready. No, it's decent, it's mid. It's a mid ready card. Is this just the worst 1/1 guy? Yeah, it's like country, the Bumpkin Recruit, or the Country Bumpkin, or whatever that card was. But you need to pay an extra 1 mana for this. Country Bumpkin Recruit, the guy that got anime beam and turned into a girl. Country Bumpkin, I forgot the name. But you know what? If you can play this on the Evolve, it's really good. You can play this on the Evolve, it's really strong. You know what? Now that I look at it, it's solid enough. It's good enough. I'll give this a 3. Bare minimum, you run this, you will want to run this. But that's only if you have good 1 play point of followers as well. Which actually you do have some. I saw 1 earlier. Wait, that's not 1 play point. Psych, I didn't even see a single one. Tristan, 5 mana, rush, evolve this follower for free. Draw a card. Summon a Tristan Triumphant Knight. 5 mana, 7/4 that summons a 5/2. Rally 2. Evo Neutral Sword. I think that's what they're pushing. This one draws 1. It's a little bit too slow for turn 5 play though. It doesn't do enough. So yeah, I don't think it doesn't do enough. So this is a 1-star card at the very. Maybe just slightly pushing to 2-star. It's almost a maybe, but it's just too slow, too heavy. 5 mana. It's too much. Unless okay, hear me out. Tristan evolves himself. You run into a follower. It dies, it summons another Tristan Triumphant Knight, you manual evolve this one, and then you run it in again into another follower, and then you get another one back. You become the 1 card draw 2, evolve 2. Then it will be somewhat playable. I think it might be good enough. I'll put it as a maybe. It's a 2-star. 6 mana card, what is this? Buccaneer, Cannoneer, Marine Raider, give +2/+2 to all allied followers. Drain, Strike, Gilded Blade, Root Support, 3 mana, 3 ready 3. Oh, you're never gonna have to, you cannot leave a board up anymore. This is pretty good eh. No, I mean, there's better things you want to do on turn 6, but I think this is good enough. Loot support at home, definitely. I feel like it's more of a rally support. This style of text makes it a rally support. Like this, like you just flood your board. If your opponent doesn't deal with it, you punish them. So I think this is a 2-off at the very least. Wait, does Buccaneer is Gilded Goblet, Gilded Blade, Gilded Boots. No Gilded Necklace. 2 off at the very least in a rally deck. Or maybe even 1 off. That's all I can say about this. Yeah, I'll give it a 2-star conditional, maybe. You maybe perhaps wants to run this. It's not like, oh my god, broken, I must run this. It's just maybe good enough. Better things you can do though. Runecraft now. 4 mana, 4/4 legendary. What if at least 5 different allied cards have been fused this match until the end of your turn? Change the cost of a neutral follow in your hand that costs 7 play points or less to 0 and give it a following effect at the end of your turn. If this follow is in play, destroy it. Enhance now and give Storm to this follower and all neutral followers in your hand. Oh boy, where do I even begin? If 5 different allied cards have been fused this match. Sephi, Midello, and Goddess of Condemnation. Sephi, Midello, Goddess of Condemnation. It feels like, I'll be honest, this really feels like a Midello support card. I want to say this is a Midello support card. I think it actually looks more like a Midello support card than a Sephi support card, but how will this work with Midello? You can draw and then you can cheat out another follower. Is that good enough? Maybe? It's a ward. I like that. You get to cheat out a 7 play point follower. You can cheat out Zerael on turn 4. I love this effect though. I cannot judge it at all. That's how versatile this is. This could do anything and everything. But on paper, right now, from first impressions, this doesn't seem good. This does not seem good. Wait! You can cheat out Flame and Glass. 5-star card. I love this card. I don't care if it's horrible. I don't care if it's a 2-star. This is 5-star for me. This is a 5-star for me. I don't care if this is bad or whatever. 5-star. I love this card. Oh my god, this is... I'm gonna have so much fun with this. I can't even... Where do I even begin? This is gonna be so fun. And then next one, Ginger. Raging Word. Resurgent card. Whenever you play a card with a trait, subtract 1 from the cost of this card. Put a Scorching Curse into your hand. I don't know what a Scorching Curse is, but we'll take a look at that later. And give your leader the following effect. At the end of your turn, if there's no Scorching Curse in your hand, put 1 into your hand. Scorching Curse is a 0 mana spell. Spell boost? Select... Oh no, but you need traits. So, Chess, Condemn. Chess or Condemn. Select an allied Ginger Raging Word or an allied follower with a trait. If you selected Ginger, you deal 3 to all enemy followers and restore 3 to your leader. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, that's actually really good. If you select the follower with a trait, put a copy of it into your hand and change its cost, attack and defense to 1. Oh my god, Infinite Cephis. Infinite Cephis. Oh my god, wait. Whenever you play a card with a trait, subtract 1 from the cost of this card. So how many condemns do you have to play? If you play 1 condemn on 1, condemn on 2, condemn on 3, this will come on turn 6. Condemn on 4. You don't get enough condemns to get this out early enough. Unless because you can't play condemn on 1 as a Sephi. Ginger just becomes Sephi support. I mean, but look, you need to get this out on evolve turn. So at least the first evolve turn, the second one at latest. I think it might be a little bit too slow for Sephi, but Infinite Sephi sounds so crazy. You know what? Chess, King is gone, Knight is gone, Bishop, constant 2 damage. I need to see more cards. I need to see what else they are introducing first. I'll come back to this later. Demon Manipulator, Runecraft, go, Fanfare, destroy an enemy follower, draw a card, spell boost cards in your hands 3 times. For 5 mana, it's a little bit too heavy. Because like what do you want to do on turn 5? A lot of things, and this one's really heavy. Give the opponent the lead following effect until the end of the opponent's turn, can play spells. This card is disgusting! Oh my god, Loot is dead. Spell boost is dead. This deck card counters itself. Forest just got hard countered, I think, because they have a lot of spells that bounce, but now they can't do that. Dragon got slowed down drastically. Actually, no, they don't bother anymore. By turn 5, they're already in an overflow. Ooh, this is a very spicy card. Won't do much against Haven. This card is out of place. Yeah. It's a little bit too heavy. If they make it a 3 mana card, this will be better. Or no, actually, if they make this a 3 mana card, this card will be broken. Like a 3 mana 1/1 or something. This card will be broken. But 5 mana is too slow, too heavy. I think you just run it as a tech card, so maybe 2 off. So I'll give it a 2-star. Oh, they're bringing back Mysteria. Oh, if that's the case, then I see what Ginger is for. 3 mana, 3/3. Put a random Mysteria spell from deck into hand. If you play at least 10 Mysteria cards this sequence, subtract 1 from the cost of all Mysteria spells in your hand, and they all deal 1 damage to your enemy leader. Okay. What Mysterian spells do we have? Mysterian Tome. Whenever you play a Mysterian card, you subtract 1 from the cost of this card. Decent. You get a random Mysterian follower from your deck into hand. Good in. I think it's a 0 mana that accelerates Ginger. I think it's good enough. I think it's a new archetype, so I'm going to have to look at the entire package first. Academy Wormis is a Mysterian card, either Radiant or Green Black Worm. And if 10 Mysterian cards are played, put both into your hand. Radiant is a 6 mana, subtracts from itself. Ward, restore 3 defense, really solid. Draw a card as well. Black one is also the same, rush, deal 3, and then the enemy leader. Just pure Mysteria though. I think it's because of new archetype. Let's continue looking at the other cards. Slaw's command, select a follower in play. It can attack until the end of your opponent's turn. Draw a card. I know how it says select a follower. You can select your own follower, but I don't know why you ever want to do that. It's like, just telling them, don't attack my guy, please, thanks. But very good control card, good for spell boost. For other decks, maybe not so, but solid. 3-star, good enough. This was another Mysterian card. Nick, Bunnycom Familiar. Nick is also a Mysterian card. It's 1 mana this time. And this one evolves a random unevolved allied Veil. And it has last word to draw a card. And this one also evolves. Mysteria has cards from Academy Steel. Alright, you're right. Unangry up. I haven't seen an enhanced card though. So I still don't know what that has to tutor. We have 1 drops. We have 2 drops. So this is an entire new archetype. I cannot give a solid answer right now. I think I have to make an entirely separate video on this as an archetype as a whole. So for now, I'll give a review on Ginger herself because I can base her off of the rune decks. If it's purely in rune, no sorry, not rune decks. Sephi. Purely off Sephi, I think this is too slow, so it won't be good. It won't be good enough. It will be good, but it won't be good enough. Outside of Sephi decks, too slow. in Mysteria, it might work. So for now, I'll give it a conditional 3. But it is a really fun card though. It's probably like a... It might become a 5. Honestly. What other cards are there? I feel like I missed out someone. Oh, Mr. Bertrand is another Mysteria deck. Mysteria support card. Accelerate. As a Mysterian, you get a Mysterian circle. Wait, is he a Mysterian follow or a Mysterian card? It's Mysterian cards, right? Yeah, Mysterian cards. Okay. That's really good though. I can see this happening. Mysterian circle is a 1 mana 2/2 ward. Because of this effect. And then you play it for his body. You get 2 different Mysterian cards. And then you destroy your opponent's board. For 6 mana is a little bit slow. It could be a 6 mana deal 7, but it's still a little bit slow. No evolve, you wouldn't want to evolve this, which is good. Good board control. But I'll make an entire separate video on this. Wild Magic is deal 3 to all enemy followers, draw a card. It's bad. No one will play this. Let's move on. It's a 1-star. Summoning Disaster, no trade. Play Golem and Magic Sentiment, Earthright card. Really good already. This attacks alone makes it worth running. It helps Golem Lord. It also helps Earthright. It's good enough. Enhance 4, you get an Eldritch Chimera instead of a Clay Golem. Enhance 7, you get an Eldritch Demon instead. Eldritch Chimera is a 5/5 ward, which is really good on turn 4. And it cannot be targeted, it's really strong. Eldritch Demon is a 4/4 Storm and you also heal. For how much? 7 mana? 7 mana is too slow. Oh no, wait. 7 mana, you're getting an Eldritch Chimera and an Eldritch Demon. Oh. What would you want to do on turn 7 with Earthright? Levi. It's too expensive, I think. You'll play it for the normal, but you won't play it for the Enhanced 7. Enhanced 4 maybe, but mainly for the first effect. So because of that, I'll give this a 3. It's good enough to be run in most Earthright decks. Oh god, boy! And now we are in Dragon. Let's go, Dragoncraft. Storm, discard a card from your hand and put a copy of it into your deck. Draw a card. If it's a Dragon follower that originally cost at least 7 play points, change its cost to 0 until the end of turn. Mana cheat on turn 7, I like it. Discard cards, okay, very... Cycles, good enough. Unbricks your hand. It's a Storm for 4 damage coming on turn 5, that's good enough. It has last word, restore 3 damage to your leader and put a Relic Dragon into your deck. It is good enough. If you high roll, you can play Relic Dragon into Relic Dragon into Relic Dragon into a free card. I think I love that potential. You know what? I love this card. I don't know how well this will be. Let me think about it. If you hit Degenerate Dragon, you can cheat out so much value on turn 7. You know what? I love this card. I love the design. I love the taste. Is it overly broken? If you high roll with it, there's the RNG aspect to it as well. So you know what? It's going to be very high rolly. Let's see, what is it? Polarizing as well. It's 4 damage though. 4/5 on turn 5 is fairly fair. It's really neutral. It's quite fair actually. It's a board based deck. You know what? I like it. I'll give this a 4-star. 4-star because of the current cards in the pool, which are pretty good actually. We got quite a number of Accelerates in Dragon as well, and also Ram. Next up, Celestial Worm God. What? Destroy an enemy follower. Okay. Restore 5 defense. It's Raziel without full board destruction. Banish all cards in your deck that originally cost 6 play points or less. Okay. You have 7 play point orbs. Half the cost of all Dragon cards craft followers in your hand that originally cost at least 7 play points. I love this card. It's bad. Wait, is it bad? I don't know. If you have 10 play points, you can play this alongside anything. You can play anything that you discount, but like the next thing you get to pop off. Infinite loop with Relic Dragon. Doesn't happen because you see Relic Dragon is last, so it's not fanfare. Unless you throw another Relic, you can get 3 Relic Dragons down in 1 turn. If you're lucky, if you build your deck around it. No, you draw a card, you can't do that. You deck yourself out. Oh boy. I can't judge it. It looks so fun. I don't know. Is it good enough? Banish all cards in your deck that cost at least 6 play points. I like it though. 4 star. 4 star. I like this card. Is there any other cards? Mermaid Commander. Whoa, this effect is interesting. What's Mega Locker? It's a 2-2. So you get 1-2. You can trade them in. Oh, this is good then. The Accelerate 2 is good enough. It's pretty decent. On Fanfare, if you play for the 8 mana body, which I doubt you will ever be playing for the 8 mana body because of Celestial Worm God and Relic Dragon. You summon 2 mana Lockas, you give them Ward and Evolve, you summon 2 enemy ones, and whenever enemy follow attacks, you deal 2 to it and the enemy leader and restore 2 to your leader. Oh my god, this is a must-kill card. I think there's a lot of ways to deal with this, but if your opponent cannot deal with this, right? Wait. Bagas, you mentioned Infinite Loop, right? It didn't even occur to me. But the moment you mentioned that, I just remember that Gone Fishing is still a thing. Gone Fishing, you play it, you play the dragon, you discard, you put it back into your deck, you draw 1, oh my god, wait, actually that might be a thing. That might be cool. That might be fun. I'm not sure how good it will be though. I cannot judge right now. But this one is a very annoying card. I hate it, so it's probably going to be really good. I'll give it a 3. I don't think it will run more than 2 copies. Actually, you will run 3 copies because you have Accelerate. It's good enough. Stops a lot of things. I'm not sure what other decks it stops, but off the top of my head, I can't think of anything. Oh, it stops artifacts. So if artifacts is a thing, this stops it completely. And also, right, because it's hidden behind 2 wards, Ignis says it's slow. It comes out on turn 6. You get 2 evolves, and it's also an 8/8. Your opponent will have either 7 mana to deal with this or 6 mana to deal with it. And they are also board locked. So, look, here's the thing you need to realize. Board space in Shadowverse is really, really precious. What happens, right, is that you are almost unless your opponent can deal with this, you are almost guaranteed to have at least 2 heal. And you're going to burn 4. If your opponent has 5 followers, and then you have 3 followers, you play this, they have to trade into you before they even destroy this. Unless they have a spell that destroys this. If they only have followers, they have to clear their board. You get at least 2 heal off. And then even if they destroy this, that's a very expensive effect. So after that, you still have 4 Mega Lockas left. 2 wards, 2 ward followers. There are 4/4s. It's a really defensive card. I think it has a potential to be really, really strong. I don't think being slow matters for Dragoncraft because Dragoncraft just ramps into this anyways. And then if you pair up with Celestial Worm God and Relic Dragon, what can your opponent do? I mean, this doesn't have war, but like, what can they do anymore? There's so much stuff they need to do. What's next? Haven Scale Dragon. What? Give -X/-X to all enemy followers. X equals to followers defense. Then if X is at least 5, draw 2 cards. What? Haven support. Buff 2 to draw 2. Wipes the board on turn 5. Too heavy, doesn't buff. It's really bricky. You can throw it back into the worm crafting. You don't want to run this. There's better things you can do with a buff dragon. So this is a 2-star card. There's better things you can do. But if buff dragon runs out of choices, you'll run this. But you won't run this otherwise. There's better things you can do. Wait, but actually now that I think about it, the cards that I'm seeing is really board based currently. So this one might have a place. Is it good enough? Okay, it's good enough. It's a 2-star card, but it's borderline 3. You like that the card even though it still competes with Raziel. Oh, this one. I mean, we have AGs in the rotation, so this one might be something. Yeah, this one could be useful for 5 mana. I'm not sure. I don't see the use though. I don't see the use case for this. But it could be useful. It's kind of bad though. So 2-star. 2.5 star. Next one, Lowly Dragon, a 10 mana card. Accelerate 2, deal 3 to an enemy, draw a card. That's really good. I like that. But on turn 2, if you're playing Condemn, you want to play a Condemn follower that turn or Condemn spell that turn. Deal 7 to all enemies and draw a card. That's really good. Wait, is it good? I mean, it's not good on its own, but if you discount it, this one or this one, that's really, really good. I like this card. It's solid. It's good enough. For the Accelerate 2 alone, you have a reason to play this. It helps board control. You know what? 3-star card. It needs some build around, but actually 4-star. 4-star because of Accelerate. But other than that, it's good enough. Next up, Beowulf, a cursed hero, Resurgent card. Bane, enhance 5, gain +1/+1 and drain. Evolve, becomes a 5/5 drain. At the end of your turn, destroy a random enemy follower with at least 5 defense. Pretty bad. I don't like it. It's slow. It doesn't do much. It trades into 2 follower, but it's kind of weak. So 1-star. I don't think you'll run this anywhere. There's better things you can do. And then Dragon Shrine. Countdown 4. You take 2 card. Yeah, it's a take 2 card. Choose, put a skill Stampede or Matigas into your hand. Subtract X from these cards. Countdown X equals to the number of Dragoncraft followers in your hand that originally cost at least 7 play points. Big Dragon support, and it's a ramp. 2 mana. It's basically Dragon Oracle. It's basically Dragon Oracle. I think that's good enough. That's a 5-star card already. Even delayed ramp is still ramp. You just don't get to play as many cards, but it's still ramp. Skilled Stampede is whenever allied Dragoncraft follower comes into play, you destroy a card in play. You can destroy all amulets. That's really good. This becomes a 1 mana card. I think that's good enough. Whenever an allied Dragoncraft follower that comes into play becomes 1, deal 3 to all followers. You know what? This is a really good card. 5-star. You'll play this in almost every Dragon deck. Almost every Dragon deck. I don't think there's a reason not to play this. Like you have Raziel, this becomes countdown 3 already. Or at least 2 followers, this becomes good enough. I don't see a reason. Maybe you won't want to play this in Buff Dragon, but I think that hey, Buff Dragon is good enough already. So this is definitely a 5-star for me. Dormant Dragon is a 7 mana card. Oh my god, I need to go scroll down all the way again. That's Dragon. Shadow. I don't know what Shadow is cooking, but... First up, let's see. Dormant Dragon. Crystallize 2. If you keep this in your opening hand, you can pair it up with Dragon Shrine. This doesn't have a countdown. Oh, so it's just permanently there. Okay. During your turn, whenever an allied Dragoncraft follower comes into play, that cost 7 comes into play, destroy this amulet, summon a Dormant Dragon. We are back to Condemn meta, let's go. I love the Condemn meta. If it's Condemn meta again, I'll enjoy this game so much more. When this follow comes into play, restore 2 is heal, draw 2, and if you have 10 play point ops, evolve it. Very solid. A little bit slow. I think it's worth running, so it's a 3-star at the very least. It's heal, it's draw. You know what? Good enough, 3 star. And if you pair it up with the Wime God, the God Wime or whatever the guy is, you get 2 followers that can play next turn. It's good enough. I love it. It's really solid. Since last one and most of the cards kind of relate to the condemned cards, really. I think you're talking about the Shadowcraft deck cards, right? We'll take a look at that in a moment. Sacred Wingfish, Rush, Overflow is active for you against Storm, unplayable, you will never play this. Why? Because there's better things you can do early game, and now because of in the late game you have better things to do anyways that does not require a Sacred Wingfish. Take 2 card, let's move on. 1 star as well. Lucky Mermaid is a buff dragon card, doesn't draw, doesn't cycle, so it's a little bit bad. It buffs cards in your hand. Too slow. I don't like it. Buff Dragon, does it have better options? It's a 2 star. I think you will run this if you have no other choice. Age of Dinosaurs, Hellfame Dragon, and Overflow is active, you summon an Inferno. So you get this guy and you get this guy. It's a 4 mana 8/8. Oh my god. You think it's good though? This one? Is good enough. There's better things you can do. Like, Buff Dragon doesn't lose anything. If you're gonna... Because right now, Buff Dragon suffers from lack of draw. This one doesn't draw at all. So this doesn't fix Buff Dragon's issue. There's no good reason to run this. But it does hand buff. So this one, there could be an issue for this. It buffs your hand, yeah, it does hand buff. I saw that. But the thing is, right, most of the time, okay, actually you probably run as a 1 and 2 off just in case you draw all your guys that you want to buff in your hand already. So this one will help supplement that. Pre-Resurgence was better. Well, that says something. But you know what? I see a niche case for this. I'll pop it up to a 3. More often than not, you're gonna find yourself lacking cards if you play this. But you know what? Just for this, I'll give you a 3. You'll run this if you have no other options. Age of Dragons is really good though. You thought a 4 mana 7/7 was bad? Guess what? 4 mana 8/8 on turn 5, and you get a Hellflame Dragon as well. This card is crazy. Oh my god, Forest Craft is gonna have a field day. Jeez, this is such a cool card. Is it gonna be good? Probably not. It's gonna be strong. Is it? Oh, actually no, it's gonna be good. It's not gonna be strong. I love... This is so cool though. I feel like this is gonna be a little bit difficult to deal with on turn 5. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to deal with. I think it might be good enough. 4-star card. 4-star card, yes. If you play this on Overflow, you run this as a 2 off. Okay, now we are in Shadow territory. Okay. Lucky Mermaid was me in both versions. Okay then. But anyways, Helio, Hate Leech, Fusion support, gain 1 Shadow. Okay. So you can throw this into Grave Void Knight, Rush Bane. Last, that means I've never got this. I don't have to bother about playing this. Last words, reanimate X excluding Helio. X equals to the number of cards you fuse this match. So if you play very aggressively with Grave Void Knight, you can expect to fuse around 5 to 6 to 7 cards. You could reanimate who was it? I'm pretty sure Hydra is rotating out, so this one replaces Hydra in the deck. So you can reanimate Abyssal Colonel. That's really huge. That's more damage than you have and more protection. But then again, you still need to wait until turn 7. Sadly, no funny reanimate target this as mentioned. Oh, really? I'll take a look at it then. Okay, then we have Dark Allies. Crystallize 2, countdown 3. Whenever an allied neutral card comes into play, summon one card from this. Subtract 1 from this amulet's countdown. Last word, summon a Dark Allies full fairy tale, which is this. Summon itself. If you play this on 2 and you play 2 neutral on turn 3, you get a 3/3 on turn 3 for free. It has rush, cannot be evolved. When this word comes into play, if at least 10 allied cards at last word when they will destroy this match, evolve this follower. Last words, put this into your hand, so you can recycle this self. If at least 10 allied cards with last word was destroyed, this will come into play with Storm, summon itself, and you won't return itself to hand. I do not know. Wait, wait, I need to digest this. You could reanimate this. You don't want to reanimate this though. The Crystallize is good. This effect is bad. I don't like this effect. But this recycles itself. Wait, this is 2 last words. Wait, this is really good then. Wait, this is 2 last words for 2 mana. Helio is weird because Helio is made to support 1 card and 1 card only, which is Grave Void Knight. Then the fusion in the Transmute Shadow. But this one is goated. It's a 5-star card. Your opponent needs to run Transform now. Only the problem with this, right, is that this doesn't. She loops herself, you're right. It's 2 last words as well. And it's rush. It's free. It doesn't. Okay, it's hand neutral. And then once you get to Storm, 10 last words, right, it's Storm. So it's turn 6, turn 7. Transform, okay. I'm talking, Transmute is still slow though, it's still turn 7. It's still a turn 8 win con. I hate that Transmute is going to become a problem where you cannot go beyond turn 8 anymore. But this one is very interesting. I want to look at the rest of the cards first. But right now, right, by itself, I think it's already a 5-star card. It's really, really strong. What else do we have? Goblin Reaper, 5 mana, 3/3. Summon a Goblin King and a Goblin. Give them Bane and last word deal 1 to the enemy leader and restore 1. Evolve them for enhance 7. Goblin King is a 5/5 ward. That's really good. Whoa, that's a lot of stats. And he pops at least immediately. Wait, turn 2, turn 3 pop. Turn 3 pop it, play on turn 4. And then pop it on turn 5 with Goblin Reaper. I see a curve here. Slightly better Alvida on 5. Yes, that's it also helps Dark Allies as well. So you know what? It's a little bit heavy. Because it's a little bit heavy, I think it's at best a 2-off. Just being last word again. You know what? I like Shadow having a last word identity. Last word with Shadow is really, really fun in my opinion. It fits so well with Shadow to make sure that having last words to destroy is really nice. Goblin Reaper. I think it's good enough. Run as a 2-off, 3-star card. They only need to reprint that. Who's that? Is that what's that? This card? I don't even know, man. This is definitely different from the old allies though. The old allies just banish all Shadowcraft that cards in your deck so you become neutral craft. Or Toth. Toth in the mini expansion pop? maybe. That would be so fun though. Next up, Poison Apple Revival. 1 mana Resurgent. Select an allied follower. If it's a Shadowcraft follower, give it last word, summon a copy of this follower. I love this card! Wait, if it's a neutral follower, give it last word, draw 2 cards. Hand neutral. This is so good! It gets Rush and Bane. Can I finally do a Can I finally do what is that? Cerberus OTK. Okay, actually, first things first. Let's talk about this in the general view. You can copy Dark Eddies. That is really strong. You can hand neutral with a neutral follower. That is so strong. This is so versatile. It's so flexible. The only that you don't want to run this in is probably a barrel, right? It makes it so that your opponent has to trade with your follower twice. And it makes Cerberus OTK possible. Like, think about it. If I have a Cerberus that survive, I can play 3 copies of this on that one Cerberus. Then I destroy that Cerberus myself to get 3 Cerberus, and then I play Hellfire Strikes for lethal. Oh my goodness, this is so strong. 5 star. This card plus Dark Eddies will be annoying. Yeah, it will. It will be so annoying. I love it. I love this card. I haven't seen a copy effect in so long. I love copy effects. 5 star. Next one, Evil as Humor. Put a random neutral follower that original costs 2 play points or less from your deck into play. You can get Mikael from your deck. Then last words, restore 1 to your leader. Okay, 3 mana, 2 last words. That's pretty good. Actually, no, the neutral followers, I don't know. If it's Mikael, it's bad then. Shadow stocks are rising. Yes, start printing Dark Eddies. I love printers. Put a random neutral follower that costs at least 2 play points from your deck in your hand. Recover 1 play point. So you get 2 new. Oh, this one pops Alice immediately. But it only has 1 last word. So I need to see if the neutral followers have last words. Because if you get Mikael, it's bad. 3 mana, 1/1 last word though. A little bit slow, I don't know. I don't know about it. It's a little bit weak right now. So I'm going to have to look at the entire package. Evo 2 play point. I haven't... Who's the Evo 2 play point? Angel of Darkness? Angel of Darkness might be a good pool. No, then this is a little bit too slow, too weak. It's a little bit weak. I need to see if there's the new neutral cards for this expansion. Next up, Ruler of Necropolis. Accelerate 1, destroy an allied follower. Okay. Reanimate 2. Okay. This is really strong. Neutral followers only. Oh, this one only reanimate neutral followers. Okay. You give the summon follower last words, draw a card. Okay, never mind. This is still really strong. This is still really strong. You will 100% run this. 5 star. Mikael and the auto evolve when he hits the field. Is there one? Which one is that? I haven't seen that card yet. I'll take a look at that later. We have Better, Happy Pig, and Ding Dong in neutral pool. Oh my god, I need to look at that. I'll need to look at that, then I'll come back to this. This one, when another allied follower comes into play, give it last words, draw a card. Reanimate 2 followers. This is really good then. Oh wow, this is hand positive. 4 mana, 4/4, summon 2 neutral followers that gets rush and last words. Oh wait, this is really strong. 5 star. You will definitely run this in last word shadow, neutral shadow. It's so strong. Blooming Dancer. Blooming Dancer, it doesn't have last words, so that's still weak. That one's really strong. 5 star. 7 mana card, summon 2 ghosts. Necromancy 6, gain +3/+3 and war and deal 6 to an enemy follower when an ghost comes into play. 7 mana, deal 6, just play Ghastly Banishment. Ghastly Banishment is better than this. This is like what? Masquerade Ghost wannabe, bro. Masquerade Ghost wannabe. That's what this is. Yeah, it's take 2 card, feels like it, not gonna lie. Why Ghost? I have no idea. 2 star. Yeah, Ghost lose so much. I think that it's just straight up unplayable. 1 star? 1 star. Let's give it 1 star. Next up, Gold Wielder. Put a ghost into your hand, give bane to all ghosts in your hand. Ghosts become a tag card now. Enhance 6, put 3 into your hand instead, change all the cost of ghosts in your hand to 0. Ghosts just should have printed more Field Shadow support. I don't know what they're thinking, man. This one looks like the Ghost looks to be moving away from aggressive to more of a control archetype now. If that is the case, right, then maybe this one becomes better. Like all of these ghosts have bane, they can use it to trade into followers. Still take 2. 3 mana, 3/3, destroy 1 follower. Enhance 6 is slightly better. This gives drain. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It's a little bit bad. It's a little bit weak. It's quite weak actually. Fangs 1 star. Fangs in the mirror. 2 mana, 3/3. Okay. Premium stats. Aggro Shadow Pog. Enhance 5. Evolve this follower. Summon an enemy Fangs in the mirror. Last word. Deal 3 damage to all allies. You know what? I actually do not mind this. I wouldn't mind playing this on 2. This is like a Abyss Craft card. I wouldn't mind playing this on 2 though, honestly. This is like, I mentioned this once. Board space in Shadowverse is really, really precious. This clears your board. And it also destroys your ally so it doesn't get silenced. This is good. It's good enough. That is really strong. Next, Marion, Noble Mummy. This one, oh wait, did I give a rating for this card? I'll give it a 3 star. I think it's good enough to be run. Does this deal phase? It deals to allies, so I'm going to assume it deals phase. I don't think health is a resource after all. So I believe this will deal phase. So we'll take 3. But considering how aggressive we are with allies, I think the 3 might be worth it. Suicide Shadow. How funny if that is actually a thing. Shadow becomes the new blood. Next up, Marion, Noble Mummy, 5 mana, 5/5, crystallize 2, countdown 3, last words. Whenever this follower comes into play, perform Necromancy 4, evolve this follower. It's a free Necromancy. It has Ward, Strike, deal 3 to all enemy followers, last words, draw a card. It's 2 last words. Is it worth running? It comes out on turn 2, countdown 3, it comes out on turn 5. Right, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it comes on turn 5. A little bit slow. But it is a free evolve. And you can play it on turn 2. It's a free 5/5. You know what? I think it's good enough. 2 mana 5/5, however delayed is still good. So I'll give this is it quite good enough though? Let me think. Necromancy 4 on turn 5 is so easy. It's good enough. It helps transmute to get to turn. It helps transmute get to turn 7. 4-star card. It's a 4-star bronze. It's quite strong. Next up, Haunted Mansion, a 1 mana amulet, countdown 3. Whenever an allied follower is banished, gain 1 shadow. At the end of your turn, put a ghost into your hand. Wow. So this is basically the ghost girl. But amulet. A little bit weak though. You're playing 1 mana for this and your ghosts aren't even gonna stay in your hand. No, they stay in your hand, but they are not gonna stay on field. Quite weak. Yeah. You play this if you have no other options. 2-star card. I think Ghost died already basically, so it could even be 1 star. Where are we? Bloodcraft. Okay, let's go. 1 mana 1/1. What the hell? During your turn, when this card is added to your hand from your deck, if you have 10 cards or less in your deck, reveal it, gain +4/+4, and recover 1 evolve point. What? Banish 2 random cards. Fanfare, banish 2 random cards from your deck, banish a card from your hand, and put a copy of it into your deck, draw a card. What is going on? Resurgent Masquerade on Mini Trust. Please, no, Masquerade just gone, don't bring it back, please. I have enough PTSD from it already. What? Evolve, if you have 10 cards or less in your deck, deal X damage to all enemy followers, X equals to this follower's attack. It doesn't go phase. It's a 1 mana 4/4, 1 mana 7/7 that doesn't go phase. And you banish 2 cards from your deck. and you draw. It's a new archetype, so I'm gonna have to make an entire separate video on this. I'll do it as well. You can rate this card alone if you haven't seen the whole pool. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to make an entire separate video on this. Milnard. Okay, this one is also one. It's also one of those deckless. It's also part of deckless, but so I'll skip it. Wait, actually, does it have Storm and Drain? For 5 mana, 4/5 Storm Drain is a little bit slow. Yeah, it doesn't deal with poison. It's a little bit slow. You know what? We'll skip that. They push this deck really hard. Lawful Evil. Okay. Reduce damage taken by 1. That's good, but... Ah. Okay. Sanguine Knight. Same archetype. Okay. Water Wing Demon. Also the same archetype. You have 2 play point and less tank. What? Oh my god, what? Did this support Wrath at all? Banish a card from your hand, put a copy of it into your deck, draw 2 cards. Destroy 2 random enemy followers, restore 4 to your leader. They have 1. Okay, they did support. But what? Did they support Wrath or Vengeance? Are you kidding? Oh, really? Crimson Talon Strike, 2 Forest Bats. You know what this smells like? This smells like Abysscraft. This has Abysscraft all over it. Summon 2 Forest Bat, two different Bloodcraft from deck into hand. 10 cards or less, summon, evolve the Forest Bats. Okay. This has Abysscraft all over it. 1 Wrath and 1 Take 2. This was also one of the deckless archetype. Bolt Devil. Take 2. This one is Wrath. And Forest Bat. Even the Wrath cards still smells. It reeks of Abysscraft. Like the stench is so strong you can smell it through the screen. This is Abysscraft all over it. Banish 2 cards from your deck. Deal 2 to all followers. Okay, you know what? I'll just give my first impressions right now because I cannot read this and this calls for a separate video. It feels... I have a very big concern that you just banish all the cards you want to draw. I mean, of course, I see that this card like returns to your hand once it banished from your deck. But like, what if you banish all your Lawful Evils, you banish your Sanguine Knights, and you banish your Water Wing Demons? What then? What do you do? It feels like that's a big issue to me. It feels like it could work, but it's gonna be so inconsistent. But each game is gonna feel so fresh. You know what? I dig it, but that calls for another video. Next up, Havencraft. This blood set is hard to read until we see it in action. Yeah, definitely. In fact, after I end the stream today, I'll probably just go fully just dive through the whole blood set as archetype as a whole and probably give my thoughts before the expansion tomorrow. Handless blood but more RNG. Definitely. What do we have here? 7 mana, 6/8 Divine Minister. Got the drip, I love it. Ward summon another guy. Whenever this comes into play, restore 2 to your leader. Okay. Whenever this follower leaves, they banish a random enemy follower. I hate this so much. But you know what? Worth it. It's really slow, it's really big, it's tanky. Damn. Looks like a chill dude. 6/6. Let me think how painful this will be. If you drop this on turn 7 against me, I will be able to deal with 1, but I won't be able to deal with 2. And especially if it banishes its own archetype. Oh wait, no, you're talking about the deckless. Okay, yeah, that one is a separate now. But now, Divine Minister. So 2 guys. It's a store card, but for a win con that I'm not sure what it is yet. So let's take a look first. Lena, oh my god, the text. Oh, do I have to read? Evolve, destroy all enemy followers' highest attack in play. Give your leader the following effect at the end of your turn. Deal 1 to an enemy leader and restore 1. Oh, I love this. This is really strong. If at least 5 allied followers that originally cost at least 5 play points has come to play this match, deal 3, restore 3. I see, so that's where that guy is. If at least 10 has come into play, deal 5 and restore 5 defense instead. If 20 has come into play, deal 50 instead. I want to reach this. Is there a way to hit 20 followers in one turn? Lena, War of Tax, Alwida, nothing. Oh my god. I mean, technically up here there's nothing as well. You can tutor this as well. I can see it working. This is so fun. Oh, this is also a Hugh Haven card. But you rather play Illuvia. Okay, maybe you won't want to play this in Hugh Haven, but a lot of cards that support this card. Then this calls for an entire new video for itself as well. But I love this card. I love it. It looks so fun. I'll give it a 4-star for now, and so I'll just give this because of this. This feels fun. I'll give it 4-star. I hope the guys aren't like too tanky though, like, or like they have those effects that say I can be destroyed. That would make this deck very annoying. But I hope it's fun. I hope it's a fun deck. Pendulum, All Mirage. Rush, Fanfare, pull a follow from your hand into play and give it a following effect. At the end of your turn, return this card to your hand. I love this effect. Oh, this could be so fun. And it supports that as well. You know what? I'll rate this separately. Segment, Ambush. Okay. End of turn, give all other followers -1/-1 and restore 1. Hugh Haven support is another ambush follower which I hate. Plus new Lego is great. Which one? This one? I don't think it works with this one, but it works. I feel like it works with Illuvia Haven more. It's like the Illuvia Haven loves ambush followers. Even though this one gives -1/-1, right? It's still an ambush follower, which basically means this has Storm. I don't quite like it. The Minister. Oh, Pendulum Blaster. Oh, Pendulum. Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that. That is strong. Wow, that's actually quite so strong. Okay, that's Hugh Haven. Because this has ambush, I'll give this a 4/5. You will definitely want to run this in Hugh Haven. You're gonna have difficulty playing this on turn 7 alongside John, but you'll play this before John. Next up, Kataya, Grand Priestess. Ward, banish an enemy follower, give effect at the end of turn, restore 1 defense. Really weak, a little bit slow. Pendula plus Zerael is the meme. Well, if you're gonna go Pendula into Zerael, why not? Why not? Who's that card? The Rune Legendary. I forgot the card name already. Into Zerael instead, you get it on turn 4. Ha, bet you didn't think of that, did ya? Anyways, this one is banish an enemy follower. This one is a little bit too slow for me. I feel like on turn 6 you have better cards to play. So for now, I'll give this a 2. Next up, Wings of Friendship. Countdown 1, discard a card from hand, put it into your deck. If you discard a follower that costs at least 5 play point, add 1 to this countdown and you restore health and draw a card. You can throw guys back in your deck to be pulled by Ether. That's good then. This is really good. And it also heals you. You can play this in heal, you can play this in Big Haven. I dig it, this is really good. Banish is good, we know that Alice is a menace. Yeah. I'm gonna hate Banish so much. I love Last Words, man. Banish always makes me want to kill myself. Opposing Wings, countdown 2, summon a Holy Lightwing. Last Word, summon an Infernal Lightwing. Holy Lightwing is a 5 mana, 5/5 ward. No, 3/5 ward. And then Infernal Darkwing is a 5/3 rush. That's really interesting. Wait, does that one count amulets? Followers. Oh. Yeah, it's followers, so it's only contribute to. Combo this with Garuda. Oh my god, you're right. Then that'll be actually strong. Garuda actually has a use now. This one is more better with Heal Haven. I mean, you're not wrong. This is a Heal Haven card, but it's also good for Big Haven as well. Big Haven wants to survive after all. This one got Garuda combo. That's cool. I like that. I dig it. Calculating Medic. If at least 2 followers in hand cost 5 play point or more, you increase your leader's max defense, make yourself harder to kill. Really strong card. Restore 1 to your... Increasing your max defense is always strong. And you draw as well. You cycle. 3 star. 3 star at the very least. Crystalline Tiger. Rush with Ward. Summon 2. Turn 7, summon 3 of this is pretty decent. 5/5 wards though are a little bit weak. I'm not sure about how to feel about that. I think it's a bit too slow, too heavy. So you know what? In my opinion, this is weaker. It's a 2 star. You won't run this unless you have nothing better to run. Next up, Deep Mist Shaman, 3 mana card. Another allied follower can be targeted by enemy effects. Oh my god. It competes with other cards as well. Yeah, exactly. You won't want to run this unless there's other cards you want to run. This one is a very unique effect that I don't know what to make off with it. Banish an enemy follower with 3 defense or less. This is just straight up tag against Alice, man. What is this? What is this? Come on. Who do you want to give this to? Tanzanite? I don't know. I can't evaluate this. It looks too slow. I'll give this a 2. Helps John. Then you can play this on turn 7. You have to play this on turn 8. It's too heavy. It should be at least a 2 mana if you want to play alongside John. But since it's 3 mana, it's gonna feel like a break more often than not. I think this is a 2 off. 2 star 2 off. You run this if you have nothing better to run. Horse of Inquisition. 2 mana Amulet. Countdown 2. If at least 3 enemy followers are in play, recover 1 play point, subtract 1, destroy a random enemy follower, draw a card. Isn't that just a guillotine? What? What? This isn't Inquisition, this is Execution. Not good enough. You don't want to run this. It's not good enough. There's better things you can do. 1 star. Oh, now we are in Portal. Well, at Portal. Eon, Destiny's Hand. Bane Ward, destroy all other allied followers. Gain +X+X. Recover X play point, X equals the number of followers destroyed. Puppet support, okay. At the end of your turn, if these followers attack is at least 5, draw 3 cards, destroy 2 random enemy followers, and recover 1 evolve point. You can play this in Machina. I don't think you have any followers left over in Machina if you ask me. Puppets is more likely. So if you evolve this on turn 5, this is at least a 3/3. You destroy 2 more, and then you become a 5/5. And then this is active. You draw 3, destroy 2, and you get 1 free evolve. You also cheat mana, so you can play something else. So this is essentially a 3 mana 5/5 that destroys 2 enemy followers, allows evolve. I can see this being played in Puppet, I can see this being played in Shin Evolve Portal. It looks like a really good staller card. It looks like a stall card. Since this helped the 10 Machina help heal though. So here's the thing. Machinas, right? There's no free Machina cards. You need to play Machinas, or you need to hope that they stick on the field on turn 4. Let's say turn 4, right? Turn 4 you play like 4 Machina, your opponent will at least clear 3, then this will become a 5 mana. This card will only destroy 1 follower. Then this card will become ass. And then if you play this on turn 6, it becomes even worse. By that time, your quest should be close to completion already. So I don't think this is a Machina card, it's more a Puppet card alongside Evolve Portal. That's what I'm thinking. This one doesn't heal though, so it's a little bit weaker, but I think it's quite solid overall. I think it's a little bit niche. It has to be played with puppets or invokes. So you know what? I'll give it a 3-star. Electric Rhino. Artifact support. Okay, the artifact support I've been looking for. 7 mana 4/2. During your turn, when this card is added to your hand from your deck, if X is at least 1, subtract X from its cost and reduce it. X equals the number of allied artifact cards destroyed this match. Okay, discount. Whenever an allied artifact card is destroyed, subtract 1 for the cost of this card. Okay. Put 3 Mecha Magical Rhinos into your deck. Mecha Magical Rhino is a 1 mana 3/2 with Rush deal 3 to the enemy leader. Last words, put 3 Mecha Magical Rhinos into your deck. That's so strong. Wait, no, this doesn't draw. Wait, this still suffers from the draw issue. This still suffers from consistency issue. Okay, this... unless they add a way to tutor Argyle, this isn't working. This is cool though. I love it. This is 2 new names. This is 2 more names for artifacts. That means who's the mother? Retrophia can do like what, 14, 15 now? That's really strong. What's next? Death Gunner. Deal 3 to an enemy. 4 mana 3/3. Deal 3 to an random enemy follower. Draw a card. Enhance 6. Deal damage to 2 random enemy followers. Instead, evolve this follower. Okay. When this evolves, gives your leader the effect. At the start of your turn, deal 3 to a random enemy follower, draw a card. Enhanced Portal feels a little bit weak for Enhanced Portal, not gonna lie. I feel like there's better things you can do. You could manual evolve this, but you'd rather not. It doesn't protect your face. It draws you cards though. Feels weak. Better things you can do. 2-star. Better there's better things you want to do, but if you have no other options, you'll run Death Gunner. Laser Tyranny. 1 mana, so you can be tutored by Lazuli. Put 2 copies of one of the following cards in your deck: Analyzing Artifact, Ancient Artifact, or Laser Tyranny. Deal 2 to a random enemy follower. End of turn, if at least 6 artifacts have been entered your deck, this deal 2 to the enemy leader. Okay, that's really easy to complete. Wait, which one? You always want to put analyzing artifact because he has draw cards. But Ancient might be a good idea if you have 1 rush. Laser Tyranny as well, you can put itself. I think you always want to put the artifacts first. This one will always be a later game. I can judge. It does 2 to the random enemy follower and 2 to the enemy leader. A little bit weak. 3-star, I think. It's a 3-star. I think you won't mind running this. This is good enough. It's good enough. Father of Macedon, put a random artifact follower from your deck in your hand, but it's not a name itself. Evolve, you recover 2 play points. Bad. 3 mana for this is bad. There's better things you want to do. This is too weak, too slow. It's really bad. I don't like it at all. Unplayable. 2-star. No, it's not even 2-star, 1-star. There's better things you want to do. Holy Biker, 3 mana, 3/1 rush. Choose 2 copies of the following cards into your deck. Analyzing your artifacts. Ancient Artifact. And last word, you draw a card. 4-star. You will always run this in artifacts. This is so good. You shuffle Analyzing Artifacts, and you also cycle. And it's also a 3/1. But it's not a name. But this is really good enough. So it doesn't mess up with any tutor pools. This is really good. Next up, Enis, Maiden of Shadows. Fanfare, if Resonance is active for you, put a random card with Fusion from your deck into your hand. Otherwise, put a random card with Crystallize from your deck into your hand. This card solves all of Artifact's problems. This one card, literally 5-star. You will always run this in Artifacts. 4-star actually, 4.5. If you don't have Argyle, play this with Resonance active, you'll get Archil. If you don't have Retrofia, play this without Resonance active, you'll get Retrofia. And you get it for 1 mana. This is so strong. One of Artifact's biggest problems that when I play with Artifacts is that either I get Argil or I don't get Retrofia. If you don't have either one of those cards, Artifacts does not work. And this is basically a tutor for either one of those cards. So if you have one, not the other, you can play Inis to tutor the other. 100% busted. This if Artifacts is broken, this is the reason why. This is so strong and so... I love it. 4.5 stars. Puppets play. Bane. Enhance 6. 2 Puppets play. Give rush to all of these guys. Enhance 6. It has Bane, so it kills people. Last words, put a puppet into your hand. I guess it's fine. T2 card. No, it's not just T2. I think you would play this for the one drop. It's worth it. But it's really whatever. 2 star, 1 star even, 2 star. It's 2 star. You could play this, but really, why would you? Mia, Wing Puppet, another puppet card I assume. Put a puppet or enhanced puppet into your hand. If at least 10 has destroyed, this evolves for free. When this follow evolves, restore X to your leader. X equals the number of puppets in your hand. Puppets doesn't have a win con, so I don't know what this is going for. You're stalling for a win con that doesn't exist. So future burst again. Unless your win con is a Shin, then yeah, then sure. Next up, reboot button. If you have at least 1 play point and at least 6 artifact followers have been added to your deck, you can choose to play this as a Steel Arm Congregation or Radiant Machinery. Countdown 1, Fanfare, put 2 ancient artifacts in your deck. That ancient artifact is the Rush one. And then you draw a card. Really good already, really solid. You will play this, 4 star at the very least. Radiant Steel Arm Congregation is whenever this countdown is decreased, you get a random artifact follower. Whenever you play an artifact card, you subtract 1 from the amulet's countdown. You basically get a free draw. I'm not sure if you need this because when I play with artifact in this rotation, in the current expansion, I find myself to be constantly full of running out of hand space, so maybe you never want to play this for the Steel Arm. On the Radiant Machinery side, you heal 2 every time you play an artifact card. That's really good. This is really flexible. I think it's worth running 3 copies of. This is probably a 5-star card. It's really strong. Hall of Monolith, 4 mana card. Put 2 different random Battlecraft that cost 2 play point or less from deck into play. And you give all of Allied Forest Rush. For 4 mana, that is... Unless you have a last word that you want to activate, this is horrible. Let me think. Puppet. I think the Puppet looks like a Puppet card. But even then, I don't think you will want to run this. 2 star. No, 1 star. I don't think you want to run this in any deck. Oh, now we are in the neutrals. Okay. First one, 2-fold Grace. If there's no Allied Amaterasu or Tsukuyomi in play, summon one of them. If any of them in play, restore 2 and recover 1 play point and 1 evolve and 1 play point. That's pretty versatile. Amaterasu is a ward with last word that comes into play. Your leader at the start of the next turn, after next turn, you summon a Tsukuyomi. Auto include in all decks, probably. Let me take a look. Rush, deal 1 to the enemy leader, give your leader the following effect. At the start of your turn, after the next turn, summon Amaterasu. Basically free infinite value. That's really strong. It's not auto-include in all decks, but a lot of decks will love this. This is a 4-star card. It's really strong, it's really unique. I have a feeling I'm scared that it's a little bit too strong. You're getting free followers every other turn. This is really strong. It's 4-star at least. There are decks that don't want to run this, like Dragon, but in most decks, right, free followers are really good. This is at least a 4-star. It potentially is a 5-star. This is really strong. I feel like this might be a must craft this expansion. Next up, Snow, Pure Heart Sage. You draw a neutral follower, and you give another neutral follower +1/+1 and evolve. A little bit weak. Yeah, it does recover evolve points. So if you're slow there, you might consider running this as well. But this one on the other hand feels really weak. It draws a neutral follower, but the evolve is also quite insignificant. Yeah, it's whatever. By itself, it's just meh. 3-star, 2-star, 2-star. You won't run this if you have better cards to play. It's a 2-star at the very least. At the very least, it could potentially be a 3-star, but right now I can only give it 2. This is good for sword. I mean, if I judge it with sword, I'm gonna have to make an entire new video for it. But on its own, it's bad. It's really average. But with sword, I saw Solomon. This will definitely be really strong. Definitely. You play this on 2, you draw a neutral follower, you play, and then you evolve it. You get 2 evolves. Evolve neutral sword might be a thing. Next up, Ready Hunter. Crystallize 2, countdown 2, fanfare, last word draw a card, fanfare, last word draw a card. Neutral. Huh? It's a neutral card. You draw cards. Maybe in Magachio for Warden Tutor. For 2 mana though. I mean, I could see it. It could work. I don't think so though. Like Magachio is consistent enough. Even without a neutral tutor. Actually, you know what? Oh my god, I'm getting a little hoarse. Wait, I need to drink some water. Oh shit, never mind. I'll finish the stream, then I'll go drink some water. So because the angel, right, the one that tutors for by trade is rotating out. This one will fit into that, and this one will draw the condemned follower instead. So I guess you can be right. This can be played in Magachio. Next one, Ready Hunter is a 2 mana draw 2. I think it's really good. Crystallize is last word. It's a last word card. I'm not sure. You probably never play this on the main body though. So yeah, you know what? It's good enough for the cards that lacks draw. This is a 2. This is a 3-star. Otherwise, it's a 2-star. It's just a good card in general. Oh yeah, Freya in Magachio, right? Freya is rotating, so they'll probably replace it with the card. So you're right. You might be right. That card will be run in Magachio after all. Next up, Althea, Angel of Judgment. You change a neutral follower into hand into a neutral follower. Oh my god, that is huge. That is huge. Considering that we have like what? We have neutral sword and neutral shadow. This could be huge. But at the end of the day, I think it's still a 2. It might be a 3-star. 3-star card. But other than that, it's a little bit weak. It doesn't cycle. But it's still good. 3-star. Next up, Angel of War, Rush. Last words, put a font of angels in your hand. Okay, this is one of those things that you can want to run. You can now evolve Peerless. How? How do you evolve Peerless? Oh my god! Wait. Solomon. Oh, you guys are geniuses. I didn't even think about that. Oh, Lane isn't. Who's Lane? Isn't Lane a 3 mana? Lane is 3 mana, that's why she doesn't see play. But this goal is 2 mana, so you can argue, you can find a place for it. Nice invisible 2/1 on the 7. Yeah, wait, is it this one? This one. 2 mana 2/1. The last word is really the fact that it's last word makes it so much better. 2 mana 2/1 font of angel is this. His last word is shadow card. It's a shadow card. It's a 4-star at the very least. It's really good. Then we have Aldi's last words as well. 4-star already. Deal X to a random enemy follower. X equals to this follower's attack, and you restore health as well. This is so strong. Nice invisible 2/1 on 7. I still don't get the context. Even when you say you meant Peerless. But anyways, what else do we have? Valkyria's Lance. During your turn, whenever allied neutral flows come into play, it gets +1/+0 and rush, then destroy this amulet. It's a cycle, it's a last word, you run this in shadow, it's really good. It's a 4-star, once again. And then we are done. That's it. That's all the cards. The next expansion seems really fun. Where do I even begin? I think I can't even say anything because this is so much information. All the classes got something new, something fresh. Some of them got support, some of them got new archetypes. I dig it. It's actually making me excited for tomorrow. Excited for Abyss Lamau. I mean, if this is what Abysscraft is like, right? I think I could be excited for Abysscraft. But even though I would prefer to keep them separate. So overall, I think the biggest winner, in my opinion right now, is Shadow. Shadow looks really strong, especially with the neutral cards. But I need to take a further look at it later on. You're gonna play Big Guy Haven? I mean, look, I know that I know that's your taste, but you know what? I'm also gonna play Big Guy Haven one day. Sword is so bad, IMO. I'm not sure what Sword. Sword has some bad cards. Oh yeah, the Sword doesn't have a clear win con. Sword doesn't have a clear win con yet. So Sword might be the biggest loser right now. Either that or Bloodcraft, because this archetype could flop horrendously. But you know what? YouTube, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, let me know what decks you'll be playing tomorrow first things first. And of course, I'll be streaming tomorrow once the expansion goes live. Anyways, that's it from me. That's the card review. So yes, I'll see you guys tomorrow.